Welcome, horror fans, and thank you for downloading The Horror Show. Sit back while your hosts Sean and Joe take you back in time to review your favorite and not so favorite horror movies from yesteryear. With their own twisted comedic view, your hosts will remind you why you loved or hated those classic horror movies and other horror-related events. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to The Horror Show.
Hello everybody and welcome to The Horror Show, the show that dissects, mutilates, dismembers, and butchers all of your favorite and not so favorite horror movies and other horror related events. I'm Sean.
I'm Joe.
And welcome to The Horror Show, now on the Fangoria Podcast Network.
Yes.
Happy to be here.
Sure.
Our second week of Creature Features.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good.
Holding up?
A little creature featured out.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
I think
I hate Creature Features now. And as usual, for the last 3 goddamn weeks, we are joined by our friend Paul.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm back.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It must be like murder to people. Oh, wait.
I'm sorry, I'm a fucking
Here's
brutal.
what I hope. We just bashed Paul on this show, right? Because we think we're so fucking cool and better than him.
And he's so much better than us.
And everyone's like, we love Paul. Fuck you guys. And like Fangoria's like, yeah. We just signed Paul.
Solo gig.
Solo gig. You guys can go fuck yourselves. Paul's going to be doing a show with Robert Rodriguez. And yeah. So thanks, guys. Thanks for the help discovering Paul. And the show's just called Paul. Wait, I might make that. So I gotta edit this out. I might make the podcast
just called
Paul.
And every episode's about the movie Paul. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
It's just
a
me.
disappointment.
It's just every week I find just a multitude of topics to piss Paul off and get his reaction.
That wouldn't be hard.
No, I know.
We just talk about Joe.
No, I just have Joe call in every week. Like, all right, we're gonna take some calls.
I'd smash.
It's just Joe.
I'd smash every phone.
Take me off the show and start as a podcast called Paul and just have me call in every week.
No, it's
I'm
just
okay with it.
No, it's part of the I hate horror family.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's just a separate show. You're not calling in. You're gonna be just sitting there. I just put an effect on to make it sound like a crappy phone. So Creature Features. We talked about the good ones, and now we're here to talk about the bad ones.
Yeah, should be fun.
Bad ones are so much fun to talk about. Yeah. Last week we talked about our favorites. The Thing, The Blob, classics. Absolute classics. The Fly, Alligators, I guess. I guess that's a classic. And this week, we're just going to dive into some real fucking turds.
Yeah.
Some real garbage.
Some real turds.
Real garbage. Joe.
Some monsters.
I hope so.
A little segue there.
Speaking of monsters.
That is on my list.
Like as if that's something that comes up in conversation. Like it's a word outside of this movie
no
title.
one's ever segued monster.
Speaking of monsters, Joe, you're starting off with monsters.
I guess so. I mean, you left me no choice.
I've never seen monsters. Is this a trauma
It's
film?
not plural. There's only one monster.
It's a real piece of
Have
shit.
some respect. Yeah. Okay.
So tell us a little bit about Monstered.
Basically, you have I guess a big poop, and it's a monster poop. That's about
Is it like a humanoid? What's its
No,
shape?
It's more like the blob.
Yeah, it's a big
Well, I'm
pile
kind of
of
okay with
poop.
it.
But it doesn't have hands or feet.
How does it kill
Right?
people?
It eats them, right? I haven't seen it in a very
I haven't
long
seen it
time.
in
Damn
so
I should
long.
have done my research. I should have left
Oh
it on
my
my list.
god! All right,
I just wanted to
Monstered,
talk about
everyone.
monsters.
You just want to imagine.
I-
monsters.
It's so bad you forgot it.
I almost feel like it was like Jack Frost.
I do remember.
like
no.
weird mutated poop turns alive.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
Like
actually.
it's like Chucky, like a
But-
turd inherits the soul of like
Yes.
a serial killer.
Well, I do know that there is a person who's like an expert on like monster catching, and he's doing like the call, like he's doing like a call.
I can't even hold it.
He's making the stupidest face and making a fart noise with his mouth. It's like the call of the monster. And he's trying to lure it in.
Oh my god, that honestly made me laugh so hard. An expert monster catcher.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So Monster.
Yeah, it reminds me of that guy. Remember when the leprechaun was in Mobile, Alabama? And that guy was like an expert leprechaun catcher, and he had like that.
He's wearing bulletproof vests and
He had that flute that was
from
passed
his
down.
ancestors.
Well, I would definitely consider that a creature.
Yeah. Oh, it's a creature.
Sounds like one.
Yeah.
Paul, what do you have on your list? Worst creature feature.
The worst creature feature. Well, Sean, it might be the one you just made me watch.
Well, we'll talk about that.
Save that one.
Because I think that's really bad.
That was brutal. Have you guys seen Peter Rottentail?
No.
I wish I have.
I've seen the cover. I've actually seen the cover on Twitter, but I was like, I can't watch
God.
that.
Peter Rottentail. So clever.
Because I've never actually seen it, but I always see it.
Wait, so what?
I want so
my
bad.
God.
Why are you bringing this up?
Because I imagine it's fucking awful.
Okay, so we start with two movies where you're like, don't remember it. They're whatever. So
Oh my
I've got
God.
one. I know we've all seen. We've all seen this one. I don't even know which one to do first. Actually, to be honest with you, I'm gonna go with Squirm.
Ooh,
Electrified worms.
Squirm is Squirm. I want to say it's the most boring movie I've ever seen, but the one you just made me watch like easily takes the cake. But Squirm is fucking brutal.
When a powerful storm knocks Fly Creek, Georgia's power lines down onto wet soil, the resulting surge of electricity drives large, bloodthirsty worms to the surface and out of their soil-tilling mines. Townspeople soon discover that their sleepy fishing village is overrun with worms that burrow right into their skin. Inundated by hundreds of thousands of carnivorous creatures, the terrorized locals race to find the cause of the rampage before becoming tilled under themselves.
So even though that synopsis was obnoxiously long, it sounds kind of interesting.
Except not, because I used the word tilled like 3 times.
Tilling is pretty boring,
As
yeah.
if everyone's like, oh yeah, tilling. Classic. I need some good tilling.
I really want to watch a fucking agricultural movie today.
And I definitely want a till pun at the end. That would be ideal for me. So bad.
Did this movie show like? I mean, the electrified worms are barely in this movie.
Oh,
They're barely in this fucking movie.
some of the
There's a
kills.
scene where you're just watching people like interact in real time. It's like like if you were watching like an awkward teenage boy interacting with an awkward teenage girl, where there's just awkward moments of silence. You're watching it in real time.
Or the bar scene where everyone's just screaming and running for their lives and you don't see anything.
Yeah,
And they're all like, ah, and there's nothing happening. Except panic.
it's so boring. And then at the end, there's just a billion fucking squirms. Is that what you want to call them? A billion squirms.
Yeah. It was one of MST3K's final movies. In
Yeah,
99.
That sounds about right.
Why they threw in the towel after that? That's fucking done. Is
I
this
also-
the movie where they used to play it and the sports announcer said if anyone sat through the entire thing and wrote a review about it, he was sent an autographed baseball?
Skip Carey famously promoted the movie by sarcastically offering Braves fans an autographed baseball if they actually stayed up to watch it, then sent in a review. TBS received over 1,000 reviews in the response.
Good for
And
them.
I don't think he sent out autographs. I think he was like, sorry.
Yeah.
You're an idiot if you watched Squirm.
I know people like it. Like, it has a cult following.
That's dumb. There's one good scene in it, and it's when the worms are in the guy's face.
Yeah, you're right.
But that's it.
That's it.
That's where it
I
begins
guess
and
maybe
ends.
the beginning. No, I guess the end.
Egg cream.
The what?
The egg cream.
Oh, God. Wait. At the end, don't they climb out of the house onto that branch? Wait, I might be confusing all these shitty worm movies.
No.
So many worm movies.
I don't know. Honestly, yeah, I don't know. It was such garbage.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's why it's on the list.
Yeah. So, yeah. A well-deserved spot on this shit.
Yeah, it's terrible. And really, like, let's face it, like, not just the movie.
Well, why were these worms electrified?
Because a power line fell into wet soil.
That actually reminds me so much. Have you guys seen
Of
Snake?
Godzilla?
Have you guys seen Snakehead Terror? It might actually be the same
you?
movie. I have seen that. I have. That was fucking pretty incredible.
Oh my god. No, I haven't. But
It's. I think.
Oh, wait, I
I
watched
think
it with you.
it's like the same plot. Fuck, you did. God damn it.
but
Yeah, you're right.
these movies
It's the
aren't
same movie.
these movies aren't just bad. The creatures are bad, right? Like
Yeah.
fucking worms.
Right.
Like what? Like that's again the pitch. What's the pitch in that meeting? Like, okay, get this.
And they weren't like mutoid worms. They're just fucking worms.
No,
That they said were
I
electric.
mean I guess they were
Oh, yeah, I'll take
electrified,
your
but
word
like
for
what does
it.
that do? I mean that doesn't do anything, and it's just
They
like
didn't even electrocute it.
and like what's the pitch? Like, okay, guys, what does everyone hate? Worms. Everyone fucking hates worms, man. Ever throw a worm at somebody? Classic playground prank. We make them monsters. Everyone's like, yes, this is gonna be fucking huge. I can't wait. Actually, basically every movie I have on this list, I was like who? Like, think about the people that put money into it.
Yeah.
That were like, yes,
That blows my mind.
here is thousands of dollars. Please make a movie about electrified
Oh
worms.
god.
The pitch has to be just like, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's going to be huge. Like, that's got to be the pitch, right? And they're like, oh, done. Just take my money. Just take it. I can't wait to see this. And then they see it and sue them.
Oh my god.
Joe, what do you have on your list?
I have a movie from 1988 called Slugs, which, much like Squirm, is about killer slugs. And the pacing of this movie
It's fucking insane.
is fucking slug-like.
I also hate when, like, you take, and maybe this is one of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of arachnophobia, but when your hero is a health inspector or just like
Did you watch Slugs?
an Orkin man. Yeah, I've not recently. Not again. Only the first time I saw it, which is a million years ago.
Fun fact about Slugs, if you go on IMDb, they list goofs. And, you know, you're thinking maybe somebody slipped or
The movie.
put on a wrong hat. But the goof they listed is normal slugs don't have teeth. But these are mutant slugs. Thanks
It's
for
not a
clearing it
goof,
up for me.
Fucking idiot. Oh, that really pisses me off, actually. That infuriates me.
Yeah, this movie's bad.
Can we edit the IMDb goofs?
I don't know.
Can we put the whole
But the
movie?
entire movie's a goof. Yeah.
This was a huge accident.
For everyone involved.
This was a terrible accident for all investors. Fucking terrible. And again, released
Yeah.
with money
The
behind
slugs
it.
are coming out of people. They're taking over sewers. There's a bunch of explosions toward the end. Yeah, nothing makes sense. Very boring. Very fuck that
Just
movie.
awful. And again, slugs. Like, slugs. Dude, like,
Can't you kill them with a pinch of salt?
Yeah.
I feel like this
Which-
movie could have been.
Oh my
solved
God.
pretty
Honestly,
easily.
honestly.
Go to BJ's and buy a
honestly.
bunch of fucking salt.
You can say whatever you want about them, the giant ant movie. They baited them in with a sugar mine.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
Right. Perfect.
It's like
Like,
sugar.
if you're going to do giant ants, do it.
Yeah.
Like, own it. Own it. Ants are fucking stupid and just like sugar. They're fucking dumb. This was, these salts are, well, I guess that would have been terrible. Well, how good would a scene be of like a giant helicopter, like just dumping salt all over
Yeah,
the
but I
town?
mean,
salt the earth.
That would make sense if they were taking like if there was like 10 billion of them.
That's true.
I mean, one bag probably could have solved it. Let's save
The majority of the problem
in this fucking movie.
Oh, Paul, what do you have?
Well, I'd love to go with the Raiders of the Lost Shark.
Oh, God.
After Joe made me watch that. But I don't even know if you can consider that a movie. I don't even know what that was.
A movie? Yeah.
That was so bad I almost might not.
Was there no structure to it whatsoever?
Oh my God, no.
There's flying sharks that for some reason only flew in the second half of the movie.
Paul, I have a question.
What?
Do you have a list prepared?
Listen, all I really want to do is bash frogs, but I know Joe's going to hate me if I do.
Oh, frogs is on my list.
Really?
Frogs suck.
I thought...
What?
Yeah, I know it sucks.
Why are you shocked?
Because I thought you liked it.
Well, you thought incorrectly.
Frogs is awful.
I thought it was in black and white. I thought it was in black and white for like 2 years. Joe was like, no, it's in color. I was like, holy shit. Is that boring? Because that movie's fucking incredible.
All right, Paul. Well, you can just sit and comment. Fucking guy.
Like, sit there and draw on your knees.
The first movie he didn't watch. The second movie was because he just watched. People are so sick of us talking about the Shark Marathon Joe watched. I'm actually about to cry. I'm laughing. So, oh my God.
Talking about Chupacabra terror.
Oh my God. All right. I'll do I've got an interesting one here. Well, Langoliers.
No, the Stephen King made for TV movie?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Those fucking creatures were dumb as shit.
Weren't they like giant clams?
Yeah, basically.
I remember my mom watching like
awful, and they just ate the universe. That was Paul shattering his classic.
Isn't that what they did?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like 2 straight nights of 2-hour marathon.
No, I know what a miniseries is.
Yeah.
I don't know what a Langolier is.
My mom was watching it, and I was like, Kirsten, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Do you like it or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Do you like it, Joe? You're a big Stephen King fan.
No, I don't.
It's awful. And the monsters are fucking awful.
Yeah, and Balky's pretty awful. Isn't he in it from Perfect Strangers?
I fucking hate Balky, and I hate him in this movie.
He is.
And he's the worst human being ever in this movie. Honestly, I haven't seen it in a very long time, so I'm not going to piss people off by trying to quote it or anything. But I know he's a dickhead in it, and I want to say he like wants to sacrifice a kid in it. He's like, just leave the kid there. And everyone's like, you're the worst. But by the way, this is an instance I think me and Paul agree on. Just kill yourself.
Absolutely.
These things are eating like the universe.
Yeah. Right?
Like everything's just disappearing. What a stupid concept. Who thought that would translate to
It's
TV?
in like a different dimension though.
That's a book.
Right?
Yeah, but like maybe now with like how everything's going, if like HBO or Netflix or somebody adapted it in a miniseries, it could be pulled off well.
Can it though? I think it's just so over the top.
Certainly be better than what it was.
Well, yeah.
Anything would be better than that.
And these monsters were just awful.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't even need to see them. Maybe that's the key. Maybe they shouldn't be like Pac-Mans. Giant Pac-Mans roaming around eating.
Yeah.
Eating existence. It's so fucking weird. But it made my list.
Yeah, sure.
What do you got, Joe?
Another really terrible one, which I talked about last week, is Grizzly, which I know people love even. I think it's abysmal. I think it's so boring. I think it's so shittily made, if that's even a word. You see the grizzly, it's just like stock footage of a grizzly bear, and you just see like big paws coming and just like fucking everyone up. You just see paws on the screen just ruining people's days. It is terrible. And the most shocking thing to me about Grizzly is that it was the most successful independent film until Halloween came out.
Come on.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It broke records.
Get that.
I mean, Halloween came out 2 years later.
Was it the first independent movie ever made?
No, what I think it was is that Grizzly came out in 76 and, everyone was still on Jaws mode.
Oh.
And Grizzly was just promoting itself as like the Jaws on
Oh my
land.
God, that is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
What a bleak period in
So successful.
Jaws on land.
Jaws on land.
I wish Steven Spielberg punched that guy in the face.
I wish the guy from Happy Gilmore punched that guy in the face. Because he was the first.
Yeah, Jaws. I know. Richard Keel. I know who he is.
Paul, I think you have one. I think you just thought of one.
Little bunnies. Night of the Lepus.
There you go.
Yeah, tell us about it. Tell us your favorite scene.
All right. Let's be transparent. time to fess up. I wrote down one for Paul because I wanted to talk about it.
Sean just wants to talk about Night of the Lepus bad.
I just assumed Paul had seen this. How have you not seen Night of the Lepus?
All I see is the cover. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm out.
And I'm like, in.
Yeah, I'm the killer bunny rabbit. Well, I've seen Monty Python. I know how that goes.
Fair point.
It just tears that guy's head right off.
Well, I suppose you're right.
Is that not what happens?
Who's the girl in Night of the Lepus?
Oh, I don't
She's famous. She's a well-known actress.
Yeah. What I do know is MGM, the movie was supposed to be called Rabbits. And then they canned it because they were like, oh, no one's going to see a horror movie called Rabbits. So that's why they changed the name and took the bunnies off of most of their advertising at that point, except all of their promotional handout items were rabbit footprints and rabbit paws and shit. So kind of backfired on them.
It was Janet Leigh, by the way, that's in the movie.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
I had no idea. I didn't see it.
I think my favorite part of Night of the Lepus is the end, where they just shine lights and the rabbits come and then they just assassinate them.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Oh my god.
Spoiler alert. If you were really dying to see Night of the Lepus, A, don't. B, that's the end. So yeah, Night of the Lepus is terrible. Thanks, Paul, for pitching.
Hey, no problem, man.
Paul, maybe you can chime in on what about Lake Placid? Feel free to chime in.
Yeah, what do you want me to say? Giant fucking croc?
Did you like it?
I thought it was alright. There's no rogue.
Never mind.
I'll edit that out. So I'm going to do one more. Do you have any honorable mentions that you want to do after that?
I do. I actually put it in a I don't know category because they're very bad, but I would sit down and watch them again.
All right, here, I'll do mine and then because people are going to be pissed off about this.
Okay.
As usual. Things I say.
Nobody's ever
Bride of Frankenstein.
Say it every time. What?
Bride of Frankenstein.
So you're saying the Frankenstein monster is a creature?
I mean, he is the creature. He's a monster.
Yeah.
He's Frankenstein's monster.
Wait. You're saying this on the bad list?
Bride, not Frankenstein himself. The Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh no, I heard you.
The creature, Bride of Frankenstein, is bad.
So not the movie, but the creature.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not a big fan of that movie either, to be honest. I think they were right in the Frankenstein train. Hot in the Frankenstein tails, whatever. Bride of Frankenstein, the character sucks. She's not a good monster, and she's overhyped. And she's included in when you see the Universal Monsters logo and it's got everyone, she's on there and she literally does nothing. She's in it for fucking 5 minutes and she's a huge jerk to Frankenstein. Frankenstein's like, I shouldn't even call him Frankenstein. He's like, he's like trying to be friendly with her and all she can do is shriek at the top of her lungs and then they fucking die. That's a good synopsis. That's a great creature. Not. And all the people that post fucking the pictures of Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein and hearts on Tumblr and Twitter. I'm just like, they fucking hated each other. Bride of Frankenstein fucking hated him. So bad. So bad. And Dr. Frankenstein was like, fuck, this sucks.
I mean, you're bringing up fair points, and I think I'm in agreement with you.
Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate it, but it's awful. Also, fun fact about Frankenstein being, monster. My son, two and a half, we were at the grocery store and he saw Frankenstein and he calls him Creature. He goes, "Oh, Creature, Creature." And the lady at Stop and Shop said, "Oh no, that's Frankenstein." And he said, "No, it's not. It's Creature." She's like, "No, it's Frankenstein." He went, "No, it's Creature." And I was like, "You're the fucking man. Thank you for telling that lady off. That thing is not Frankenstein."
Yeah. Yeah.
Jerks.
Awesome. 2.5-year-old jerk. My son.
That's awesome, though.
I mean, he was rude. That was very rude to do. But I just went like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about." But in reality, I was like,
fist pumped.
daps. Giving him daps. All right, what are your honorable mentions, Joe?
I thought you had 3.
Huh?
Did you say you had 3?
No.
Oh, you just had that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, honorable mentions. This just falls into my category of, these movies are shit. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
These are dog shit. But they're so dog shit that I love them. And I guess Thanksgiving falls into that, but
Thanksgiving is in the Venn diagram of best and worst creature of all time.
Yeah,
let's put it there.
But Cruel Jaws, I do put on my list because I'll watch that. Cruel Jaws, I laughed so fucking hard while watching it, the entire movie, that I was crying.
All right.
I think Paul can attest to that. I was fucking crying. I'll watch it again right now. At any time.
I will not. You're not going to bait me, Joe.
It's so shitty, but it was so enjoyable. By the same director, the movie Rats, Night of Terror.
Oh, yeah.
God. I don't know how you talked me into watching that. And I'm pretty sure he talked me into it by going, "Oh, it was the same director that did Cruel Jaws."
And you were like,
and I was like, okay.
For a second, it just confused you.
Yeah.
Jedi mind tricked you. You're like, "Oh, yeah, I know that guy." You're like, "Oh, fuck, I do know that guy."
God damn it.
I'm not going to say shit about this ending, even though I know nobody's going to watch it after this. Yeah. But if anyone's even made it this far into this podcast.
I know.
But the ending made up for everything. Like, I had some reservations during it, but the ending made up for everything. It's fantastic. And I put Birdemic in my I don't know category because it's so shitty.
I don't know.
That's just straight up shit. Yeah. No, I can.
Dude,
I can.
So funny.
No, I can confirm. Those were a brutal 90 minutes. No, they were bad.
No way.
Well, before we talk about brutal 90 minutes, let's talk about maybe the most brutal 90 minutes we've ever experienced.
Yeah.
And the worst creature feature, the worst monster, the worst everything.
Yeah.
Blood Freak.
Blood Freak. 1972?
The 1972 classic Blood Freak, where a man, does anyone even know really the plot? Did anyone pick up the plot? Because it was it was hard to hear.
Well,
it was hard to see.
I got dude, there's so many shots that are out of focus. Oh God.
I mean, this is a movie. What I'm trying to pull up right now actually is the poster, because there's like 3 different posters for this, and all the taglines are awful. So first one. Only the blood of drug addicts can satisfy its thirst. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's the plot. Now here are the 2 best ones.
Wait, he's a drug addict?
They're trying to get him hooked.
Yeah, he's a drug
addict. The
addict.
whole beginning of the movie. No, he wasn't. And they're just trying to get him hooked.
But then he is hooked.
They get him hooked.
And was the whole thing a dream?
Well, that would be a giant spoiler.
Well, is it?
Well, nobody's going to watch this.
Yes. Yes.
I think. What?
Did you watch the right movie?
Well, it's on the TV
right. Wait, before we get into that, these taglines, just so people understand what we're dealing with here. The original blood-sucking, chopper riding, Bible bashing, dope smoking, limb hacking, turkey monster movie.
I like it.
And under that, the only anti-chemical Christian splatter film I've ever heard of.
Yeah, I guess me too.
Also, those 2 statements contradict each other. One says Bible bashing and the other calls it a Christian film. And that's basically as confusing as the movie is. But yes, Joe, yeah, it was a dream. Huh. He wakes up.
I thought he was cured.
In the field. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, where to even start with this giant piece of crap? It starts out with a guy,
Terrible narration.
a weirdo smoking a cigarette, and like reading off of paper, and like
He's trying to play it cool.
I was
but he's
watching
just
this-
reading off the desk.
And I thought like somebody taped over what I was watching, and it was just some guy talking about the movie. Like, I thought it was some guy giving a review about the movie. I said I took
That's awesome.
I took pictures on my phone and sent them to Sean and asked if this was real, like part of the movie. Because I didn't understand, like, why is that happening?
And honestly, I don't understand anything he was talking about.
No, he's not even looking at the camera.
Well, yeah, he's looking down at the paper, like subtly, or what he thinks is subtly, and then looking back up. And
I guess he shouldn't be breaking the fourth wall, but it's only him, and he's talking to us, right?
It's awful.
Fuck this movie.
It's awful, and it might be the only movie I've watched where I'm actually like entirely sure that they were smoking weed in the scene and getting high.
Are you sure? Because that guy, did you see that guy smoking that joint?
Yeah.
I mean, even if you've never been around marijuana, you have to.
Dude,
Don't put it in your
that
mouth
guy
like
was
that.
high the whole movie. When he shows up in the first scene, his eyes are so glazed over, and he's just like.
But he turns it down. He turns it down, though.
I can't even do it. I know he turns it down, but like out of character, he is high. Like he's not in character. He's like high as fuck acting in this scene, and he's just like his eyes are just like he's like, oh yeah, hi. It's like I don't even understand the premise, and he's in love with like two sisters, or he can't decide between the two. The whole thing is fucking out of control. Whole thing is out of control.
Yeah.
But this guy, he's a drug addict. It turns into a drug addict, which is just, you think it's heroin, but he's just hooked on marijuana.
Weed.
He's just hooked on marijuana.
It's so stupid.
I've never seen that that cannabis flick.
Reefer
that?
Madness?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never seen that. And
Cannabis flick.
yeah, I know. I thought it had cannabis in the title. I knew it was some dumb name. But I've never seen it. But this is my first movie where I'm watching people portray marijuana as like that dude starts convulsing and they're like, get him marijuana now. He's having a seizure.
Yeah, that guy's seizure's hard.
And they're like, we need to give him his fix. And the guy comes over and I'm like, okay, he's on heroin. He pulls out a marijuana cigarette and like stick it in his seizure mouth. It's so absurd.
Oh my god.
And then he turns into he just has a turkey for a head.
Is he a turkey?
The guy,
I don't
it's a
know.
normal guy with just a turkey head.
With a turkey mascot mask on.
He's got normal hands, feet, and legs.
I wish the end was like he takes off the mask and is like, oh, shit. I didn't realize this. I thought like he was just so high. He just thought he was a real turkey, a bloodthirsty
that
turkey.
movie would be
But it
so
was
much.
just a
It'd be
mask.
so much better than what this was.
He was like,
By the way,
fuck.
Bamboozled by Spike Lee is my favorite cannabis flick.
Damn, I've never seen it.
Well, the rapper Cannabis started it.
Oh god,
Nailed it 5 minutes later.
is that what you're just looking up?
No. Fuck you guys.
He's been diddling on his phone since I said cannabis. Oh boy, but Blood Freak is just absolutely fucking
Oh god.
god awful. It was painful.
It was really painful. And how he looks with that stupid chicken head on. So stupid.
But I kind of loved it at the same time.
No.
What I don't understand is how that guy was sneaking up on people with a giant head that wouldn't fit through a door.
There is a scene where
And
his
he-
girlfriend is having a conversation with him with his chicken head, asking how the
Oh.
relationship's gonna work.
But is he
And what their
talking?
kids are gonna
Is
look
he
like.
talking through the
I
mask?
think they had sex after too.
No, I don't think he talks, does he?
No, she's just talking to
She's
him.
talking to himself, and then she fucks him.
I'm talking so far away from the microphone. Yeah, no. And there's scenes where he's like walking around in this chicken mask, and people are like, "What was his name? You know his name somehow."
Herschel.
Herschel. People are basically like, "What's up, Herschel?" And he's
Yeah,
like walking
nobody-
by with the chicken head.
nobody
and then other
freaks
scenes
out.
are like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
And the screaming in this movie is just a pre-recorded scream that they just loop over
For
and
so
over.
lo-
It gives me
over.
such a headache.
It was like
It was like
over
a minute straight at one point.
Although my
When he was
favorite
bleeding that lady.
my favorite dubbing and looping was the 5-minute scene of just turkeys in their pen, and clearly a man going, gobble, gobble, gobble.
I swear to God, one of them barked. Did you hear that?
No.
I was noticing. I was like, that's not actually a turkey gobbling.
No, it was a man.
Yeah,
it was a man.
And then I thought I heard something bark.
Well, what's the movie where a guy, a telephone rings, but it's just a guy going ring ring?
Oh my!
He's also on the screen,
dude. Oh my God!
Because that's what this reminded me.
Oh,
wasn't that movie like Trash Can Man?
Dead Body Man?
Dead Body Man.
No.
No, it's like Monster Go Go.
Ring,
something like that.
How did we not talk about Beast of Yucca Flats as one of the worst?
He's not a creature.
God.
He's a big Tor Johnson.
Tor Johnson is a creature, dude. That guy is a creature.
Yes.
Jeez.
Oh
my God.
That's our creature features, the worst of them.
That's it?
We really did it. But we got some special stuff for you here. Paul, thank you for being a guest. We kind of appreciate it. It was kind of a pleasure. We are going to talk about one of these movies on our next episode. Joe's cat is like shaking the handle on the door as if it's like a monster. Like
it would be more terrifying than that turkey man.
Yo, 100%. But Paul is going to pick out one of these movies, good or bad, and we're going to talk about it next episode. In depth, go into it. Paul, what do you think? I'll give you a second to think about it.
Don't worry. He only gave you the whole fucking episode to think about it.
Any which movie I want.
Yes.
I think we've got to watch Peter Rottentail. None of us have seen it.
Fucking done.
Yep.
Done.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Dude, that is the best thing you've done all night. Thank you
clearly.
so much. Peter Rottentail, it is.
Fuck yeah.
That's awesome. I don't know if it'll be the next episode. We might have an episode from Scarecon. I'm not sure yet.
Isn't this coming out after Scarecon?
Yeah. But we're so booked up for September.
That we are.
So, by the way, people are probably confused. We're recording this well in advance. This is like the 4th week of September. But I think the Scarecon episode is next, and then we'll probably do Peter Rottentail. Start off our October with a bang.
I can't wait to watch Peter Rottentail.
I honestly am very excited. It honestly, that made my night.
Look what he looks like.
Get the fuck out of here.
Guys, thank you all so much for listening. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Harley Poe, for allowing us to use the song Gorehound off the album Pagan Holiday. You can find them at harleypoe.com or facebook.com/harleypoe. You can find us at IHateHorror.com. Joe is looking up Peter Rottentail clips and pictures. You can find us at IHateHorror.com and facebook.com/IHateHorror. Joe, what's your Twitter?
It's at JoeV421.
I'm at I Hate Horror Show. And that's a wrap. Please rate, review, subscribe. Tell your friends. We really appreciate it. The support we're getting is absolutely insane. I can't believe people listen to us and enjoy us. And you should all be ashamed of yourselves. Really. I mean, we really appreciate it is what I mean. And that's it, guys. That's a wrap. We will talk to you again next week.
Thank you.
Thank you guys very much. Stay weird. Adios.
Dude, Peter Rottentail looks so much worse than that. Oh my god!
Are you fucking kidding? Wait, that's a movie?
That was like a making of.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Wait, is this for real? Is this for real?
Yep.
Oh my god!
Oh my
You
god.
can hop away.
Oh my god!
Wait,
is this the
wait.
full movie?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, and some guy's commentary over it. That's what you need. An hour.
Are you crying?
Yeah.
Played the entire. Oh my god!
Oh shit!
He's fine. I gotta find the full movie. I gotta hear what Peter Ron sounds.